Today we will be discussing about inverse interpolation. In this we shall find the value of the independent variable x corresponding to some desired value lying between two values of dependent variable y. So in other words, we can say that inverse interpolation is the process of finding the value of the argument corresponding to a given value of the function when the latter is intermediate between two tabulated values. Now, for certain function, the problem of inverse interpolation does not offer any difficulties. Just for example, y is equal to sin x, we can write x is equal to inverse is x is equal to sin inverse y. If y is equal to log x to the base e, we can say that x is equal to e raised to power y. And the required value of x can be calculated easily on submitting the values of y. In other cases, especially when the corresponding numerical values of x and y are given, the problem of inverse interpolation offers difficulty and can be solved by several methods. The important ones being, first is the use of Lagrangian method, second is successive method of approximation, and third is method of reversion of series. So let us discuss about the first method, that is Lagrangian method. So by making use of Lagrangian interpolation formula, the problem of inverse interpolation formula can be solved by use of Lagrange's formula, in which x is expressed as a function of y. Now this can be easily understood by the following example. So example is, apply Lagrange formula inversely to find the one decimal place, the age which the annuity value is 13.6 given in the following table. Now age and annuity value of 4.5%, x and y is equal to ux. So corresponding value of age 30 is suppose given as 15.9, 35 14.9, corresponding value of 40 is 14.1, 45 is 13.3, and 50 is 12.5. So here we can say that x0 is equal to 30, x1 is equal to 35, x2 is equal to 40, x1 is equal to 45, x4 is equal to 50, y0 is equal to 15.9, etc., and y is given as 13.6. So applying Lagrange's formula given as a function of y and putting the value, we can say that, and after calculating, x will be 40.1. Now second method is successive approximation method, or we simply say that it is iteration. So when the value of x are equidistant, then this method is suitable. Here we suppose that y is equal to fx is a polynomial of degree n, and to find x corresponding to the value of y, we have Newton's interpolation formula. Now considering this formula, we can say that y is equal to y0, x del y0 plus x into x minus 1 upon factorial 2 del 2 y0 plus x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 upon factorial 3 del 3 y0, and so on. Since y is given, one need to solve for a real root of the equation. This equation can be solved by successive approximation. Transposing and dividing throughout by del y0, we can say that x will be equal to y minus y0 upon del y0 minus x into x minus 1 upon 2 into del y0 into del 2 y0 minus x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 upon factorial 3 del y0 into del 3 y0, and x into x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 upon factorial 4 upon del y0 into del 4 y0. Here we have neglected higher differences. Now to get the first approximation for x, we neglect all differences higher than the first order, and therefore we can say that x1 is equal to y minus y0 upon del y0. Now the second approximation for x will be obtained by substituting x1 in right hand side. So we can say that x is equal to y minus y0 upon del y0, x1 into x minus 1 upon factorial 2 into del 2 y0 upon del y0 minus x1 into x1 minus 1 into x1 minus 2 upon factorial 3 del 3 y0 upon del y0 minus x1 into x1 minus 1 x1 minus 2 x1 minus 3 upon factorial 4 into del 4 y0 upon del y0. The third approximation for x obtained by substituting x2 in right hand side. So we will get this value of third approximation, and so on. Further approximation till we reach stability in the value of x. Now if the differences del 2 y0, del 3 y0, del 4 y0 decreases rapidly, then the sequence of successive approximation x1, x2, x3 converges quickly to the desired root of the equation. Thus we see that the iterative process is one way of inverse interpolation based on forward interpolation formula. This method is especially useful for finding a real root of an example. That's all.